who are very keen, what we'll do, we'll try to be very consistent. Even if we miss out on joining of the session, like I think me and Samani Selvi will be there, but I'm talking for others. At least we'll make sure that we catch up and we'll work upon the implementation of it now that we are reading the second version of this book. And I feel personally, I'm actually keen on Mani Selvi. I'm thinking of even going back to the first book simultaneously. So, if anyone have any suggestions around how should we approach, please tell me. Or we can also take it up in the discussion part. Like if you want to just get started, I'm okay with whatever. I've started with the recording, by the way.
Yeah, so
Okay.
actually, I think you can
I
read
just
this.
typed overview that part. Like
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
but
yes, yes. So basically, how I think we can read this book is we can just go basis this book alone. No need to do a comparative as of now. If you want
yeah,
more details or want to see specifically what is mentioned in the first book, please go ahead. Because what will happen now, you will not have the flow. And it is more important you have a flow first, and then you can, go into more details. That is what I feel. So that
so what
vision.
what I was trying to do was like that was my personal plan.
Hmm.
Like as we read through the first chapter, for example, in this book, right? So like we read like becoming a visionary, that part. So I'll just check that what was that what which chapter covered this part in that book and go through it personally so that I go in the depth of all the topic shared by the author in both the books and I just work upon it. That was my idea of it.
Okay.
uh, so is that a good idea? Like, do you think that's fine, or you were suggesting something else?
So I was suggesting that you go through this book as standalone because you have already read that book,
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
And then once you get a proper picture of it, and then you can go into more details because this I think is enough for just reading this.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll do that. That also sounds good. Yeah.
See, you
And this
are
is anyway
practical,
the
you have
refined
time,
version,
do a
right?
comparative, that helps, always helps. But if you don't
Yeah.
have time, say you have to do something minimal, stick with this. Yes, Sunita.
Yeah. And this is anyways a refined version, right, of that
Yes,
one.
that's why I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Got it.
Sunita.
Got it. Yeah.
I'm trying to locate the book in the group. Has it been shared so that I can open my name?
Yes, yes. It was shared by Mani Selvi. Yeah. Mani Selvi, if you want, if you can just reshare it since people might have missed it.
I shared it on, I think, Friday. 1 minute.
Maybe I deleted it.
Do
I
you
can't
want me to
locate it.
locate and reshare?
No, 1 minute.
I can.
Actually, I've opened the book, so I can't now.
Okay, okay. Let it be. I'll try to locate it again and I'll reshare it in the group. You start with the reading of what you want.
Yeah, okay. Right. So we'll see. Basically, the overview of 12-week year is nothing but it talks about the execution system, and it talks about the three things that accountability, commitment, and greatness in movement. This was very elaborately covered in the first book. Now let's start with chapter 1, becoming a visionary. The 12-week year journey begins with the first of the 5 disciplines, vision. Your compelling vision provides the focus, direction, and energy needed for you to achieve extraordinary results. The best visions stretch you, they require your best work. Your same old just won't do if you strive to become great at anything. You will have to stretch yourself, and when you stretch, you encounter resistance. Your old habits, thoughts, and systems will all push back at you. Most change fails because the price required is too high. The ultimate price of change, your comfort. That's why your vision is so important. It is your emotional and intellectual why. It is the reason why you are willing to pay the price of change. If you have a vision that you are willing to abandon in the face of discomfort, you will become what you are becoming. The first step in creating your powerful vision is to imagine where you find yourself in 5, 10, 15, or even more years into the future. When you do this, something amazing happens. Neurons deep within your prefrontal cortex begin to fire. These neurons are the same ones that fire when you act on your vision. In a very real sense, When you imagine your future, you are training your brain to act on it as well. Success tip. Create a big vision. The larger your vision, the greater your results will be. Big thinking always precedes big achievements. A big vision will call on you to deliver your very best. A big vision will give you permission to become more of what you are capable of. On pages 79 to 81 of the 12-week year, we show how your thinking can often get in the way as you work on creating a big vision for yourself. If you have your copy of the book handy, take a look at these pages and learn what kinds of questions drive a big vision and what kinds of questions get in the way. Then, as you work through this chapter of the field guide, be aware of your thinking so that your vision is big enough to tap into what you are capable of in life. In exercise 1, which follows, you will do some initial vision work. While it may sound simple enough, vision work can require a fair amount of effort. In formulating your vision, let your mind stretch to imagine and even embrace the possibilities before you. These possibilities may be ones that you push aside in your daily life as being not immediate enough to command your attention, impractical, or even too audacious to even consider. There are no right or wrong answers in vision work. Please get comfortable, remove distraction, and let's get started. Exercise 1. Have, do, be. This first exercise is designed to prime the pump and to get you thinking about the possibilities for your life. Make it fun. Dream about the things that truly excite you. Vision is the first place where you either expand or limit your results in life. Your goal is to create a stretch vision that is emotionally compelling for you, one that incorporates and strikes a balance between both your personal and professional aspirations. As we begin, remember that you will have to push back against your limiting thinking. You may consider some big and challenging elements to your vision that will cause you to bump into what you believe are your current limits. You may even feel some fear or anxiety as we contemplate what it will take to reach your vision. Don't give in to that fear. It arises from your current thinking. Anxiety creeps in when you begin to think that you don't know how to do something that is needed to reach your vision. That not knowing can make you feel uncomfortable. That discomfort can turn into anxiety and can ultimately even keep you from trying. Let go of your how will I do this thoughts for a while. The question is how gets tackled in chapter 2 of this field guide, the 12-week year planning section. For now, just focus on the question what if? What if you could accomplish your big vision? What would be different for you, for your family, friends, co-workers, team, community, family, place of worship, and so on? To get started on your vision journey, you will work through an exercise called Have, Do, Be. It will take you about 20 minutes to complete and it is a lot of fun. Below is a table to capture your work. Start with the first column, Have. Brainstorm all the things you would like to have in life, both material and non-material. Perhaps you wish to have things like a cottage or second home, a great family, or financial security. Then stretch your thinking even further to include things that are well beyond your limits. Well beyond your comfort zone. Things like private jet or an island or even a home in space. In the end, some of the things will matter, make the final cut and be part of your vision, and some won't. For now, just stretch. Work to fill the entire space provided. Once the have column is completed, repeat the same process with the do and the be column. Ready? Let's get started. So dreams, hopes, and desires, have, do, be. Note that the output of the have, do, be exercise is not just your vision. It is simply a list of things that you want in your life. You are not committing to anything just yet. However, if some things show up in more than one column, they are likely to end up in your final vision. Keep this completed exercise handy. you will come back to it in the next exercise, your long-term vision. Any questions here? Anything that you want to discuss about vision?
I
Have
have
you-
a question.
Yeah.
This is a very long list, and you said that if, but what if my dreams are not all that? I don't have those many dreams. So do we have to actually go and put, because he mentioned that you fill everything up.
Yeah. So I can fill maybe 10 times of what is given. Because he's
I
asking dreams, hopes, and desires, right?
don't-
Right?
not
It is, see, basically the fun part is there, and it is just to be loosen up and stretch. Stretch to things that, which you might be thinking right now, not possible. Loosen
okay.
yourself up and think beyond that, right? कितना हम
Okay, so
लिमिट में ही
impossible.
सोचेंगे और लिमिट में ही सब करेंगे ना एटलीस्ट ऑन पेपर थिंक एंड देन एटलीस्ट समथिंग विल स्ट्राइक यू अरे ये भी दैट दिस इज आल्सो देयर ऑन द लिस्ट I would like to have this. So just this has to be just to be open up your mind, actually
possibility.
understand where where your interests are or where your leaning is towards. So just loosen up and fill it. So it is, see, simply any book you take it as a guide, but then be flexible with your approach. Of course, you are taking it seriously, so you are doing the exercise. But then it's okay. It's not has to be, restrictive to what is said. Just feel free to play around with the rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I just add from I have done this before, not the Beehive do, but yeah, I think even maybe this I have tried. But it's fun to write the desire list and things like that, and we should just go with the flow. So at this time, we have to just make sure that our rational mind is not in operation, but we can actually let the creative mind go in the flow. Maybe play some nice music and just do it. Maybe Maniselvi, we can actually do this as an exercise together, something like I don't just a wild thought that maybe one we could have done it that way, this book, like where we are actually implementing together,
Yeah, we
not
can
just
take up.
reading it.
That's why I took a pause. If you are interested, we can do it now. Take 2 minutes to at least start with it and see, if there are any questions coming up, and then we can move ahead. If that is okay, we can do it.
But then that will take a lot of time, right? Like it
That's
will.
why I'm
It
not
will
hurrying up and compelling, but it is that you have to sit. See, it will take time because you will have to rework, as I said earlier also. Plan जब करते
shall
हैं,
we just एक ऐसे कर सकते हैं, like maybe some of one of the days in our regular time, or some day additional on a weekend or something, we can just sit and work on this like a dedicated time.
we can do that.
Like सब साथ में बैठ के we'll just play some nice music like a focus session. How I think if anyone of you have attended, like I have attended Rahul sirs, Rahul Gags also, and some other coaches also, where they take just this silent hour sessions, like where you just don't do anything. You just come, you just stay online and you just give yourself that time. You sit yourself down and sab apna apna, you all do your own work, but in that time, like that 1 hour is just dedicated to get you in the flow. So
Right.
just can we just do that like
We can
once
do that. We
somewhere?
can plan that in between also once we complete certain aspects so that we can do that.
And the
Second is,
beauty of
yeah,
uh, yeah, and the beauty of that is now, like if we start, at least even if we don't finish, like for example, if we give like 1 hour, like 60 minutes for per se, like as a accountability hour, right? So if even if we don't finish, and for example, if I have to write 50 things and I just wrote 20, but still getting started happens, and then because of that we can actually, we are more bound to continue finishing it even later on, like even if on our own, like I'm saying, even if we
right.
don't finish it that time, we still are, because most of the time we don't get started with things. So so
See,
that is where we
that is the experience from the first book, because if you see, we had committed that by the end we'll have some plan. I'm not sure how many people have worked through the vision part, the goal part. Some people will already have a goal part because they might have the planning already going on, not exactly as the 12-week year says, but they will have some goals which they are working on. They have to put it in this format first. So anyone who has worked through the vision, any inputs from their experience?
I
Okay,
have
can I
actually worked, but not fully. Like I would want to work a little more.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
please.
let's do this parallel to our readings then.
can I share
Yes,
something?
yes. Yeah, please do. Yeah,
So
Harvey.
I think while we are reading, after reading, just here it is mentioned some exercises. So exercise is given so that when we complete the exercise, then we should move towards the next exercise. Then only we actually get the benefit, as I think. Okay. So what we can do, rather than, of course, giving 1 hour dedicated for this is the best part. But what we can do, once we complete the section, we can give 3 minutes. Okay, we can pause for 3 minutes and we can write down, like, for how we can write at least five things, or three to five things in do section, 3 to 5 things, and in B section 3 to 5 things. And once we give ourselves 3 minutes only, so our reticular activating system will start working in our background. Later on, whenever we get time after reading, we can sit, and whenever things come in our mind, we can write down or we complete the list. Otherwise, we will not even start it only. Can we do this?
Yeah, Maniselvi, what do you think?
I have
think
started it simultaneously. I've written dreams to be, and as you're talking, I'm just making my list.
Okay, so we can take 2 minutes and we can try to
yeah,
complete it
actually,
before we move
I
on
like
to
this
exercise.
idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. In fact, we can do this, and what I'm suggesting, let's blend this too. Let's do this like every like whatever whenever an exercise pops up, we give like 3 minutes or say 5 minutes to do that, and then we continue with the reading. So we just get started, and then we come back when we and then we do it as a homework, like finish it up as a homework. And we also have this 1 hour dedicated where whoever wants to make use of it, and whatever, if for example if we started but we did not finish it in the whole week, like we couldn't do that, then that 1 hour is there, so that you can just come show up and you just finish it up there that way. For this book, is it okay?
Yeah, we can manage as we go. We can start off with this base. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so are we starting now?
Yeah. Please start and we can resume reading at 2:30.
I'll just try if I can play some music, okay, in the background for
Okay.
2 minutes. Yeah.
Show the
Yeah.
sheet.
Yeah. But I will have to share screen, na, or something. I don't know. How do you do that?
Yeah, I think so. You will have to.
Background and effects. I can't see any music option. Oops. Okay, I think we'll have to figure that out. Okay, जाने दो चलो. अपना अपना play कर लो सब लोग if you want. Okay, चलो bye. We'll get to work. Just one clarification before we this thing. Maniselvi, do you want to share the screen of the sheet? If you don't, then I can share the music on screen. I think we can't do multiple shares, na, at a time. Also, one more thing I wanted to ask. This is a 12-week end goal, right? Like the vision, right? What we want to have, do, and be by the end of 12 weeks is what we are writing, right? Just getting clarified.
No, I'm writing it. Anything, all my dreams. My dreams do be.
But this is in the context of the 12 weeks only, right? Not beyond that, right?
No, your life dreams. No? So then you're
Okay,
going to
okay.
divide it into your 12 weeks. No, so not everything can be worked on from that perspective. So it is going to be.
No, I
Cool,
think
cool.
I have seen 2, 3, 4, 5 years or more than like that. I have seen that under long-term vision.
Yeah. So it is. Then you're going to break it into your 12 weeks.
This one
Anything
is
and everything
particularly
you want
from
to.
a long term. Yeah, got it. Yeah, I was confused around it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry for
See, this
disturbing. Yeah,
can
I'll
have
do.
anything from short term to long term. Okay, just be total everything you put. Don't think in terms of time, just whatever you want. Everything it should be listed.
Cool, cool. Yeah.
Okay, done? Can we take a pause here?
I need to know what do you fill in B? So do is the actions that you take for your tabs, so your whatever dreams that you want to achieve.
Hmm.
B में क्या है? You start thinking yourself like that, or
So B is basically what you want to become.
Hmm.
okay. So have में क्या लिखा?
Have is mostly all the material
Possessive,
things,
possessions, basically.
possessions. Yeah. B is what you want to become. Like for example, you want to become established something like professional in
So
some
I've
area.
mingled. Okay. I've
Yeah,
mingled.
and have is I would want to have a car, a bungalow, or whatever things like that, like a lifestyle or whatever it could be. I want to have a reputation or whatever that is have, and be have and do. So what you want to do? So do are all your desires that what you want to do. I want to do a rock climbing. I want to do a river rafting, like experiences maybe or actions, action oriented things. So somewhere like that. This is roughly I understand. If anyone knows better, you please feel free to clarify.
No, yes, that is how it has to be filled. Right? Everybody could, right? Do it.
Yeah. So I've done. I think I've done everything in one. So desires are also in one column. B is also in
See,
one
this
column.
just,
Have is not mentioned.
this is a bit sorted because it is like, if you say B, you'll have to see how you will become that. When it comes to possessions, mostly it will be like how you get that, where you get the money or the thing, right? Basically. So it basically is just compartmentalizing the thought process to so that it's very clear. This is something which is a possession and this is something which you want to actually desires to fulfill. And these are this is where you have to become, right? So just to bring a more clarity, they have divided. It is better if you do that. And when we come back also, no, to this page again, to this exercise again, to where because we will have to filter out, right, from this. Then that's
Yeah.
when it will be handy for you to actually go back to the sheet. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll
I
move
can
on,
give one
or
example. So to clarify, suppose one wants to become a writer. So B is a writer. Have is maybe he wants to have a passive income, and do is actually writing book. So it's like that.
Yeah. So I just want to add to this. Like, are you done? Like, if you want to complete something else.
No, so yeah, that is what I had understood. That do is what actions you're going to take to uh, achieve that desire, or that. So that is
So,
that is
so
what
I,
I
I
understood.
read this. I read this maybe in the Atomic Habit book, or I don't know, someone said it to us. Like, basically, it's always focus on becoming. Like, for example, if you want to, because becoming is associated with our identities more, but obviously have and do's are part of it. But basically, if for example, if I say I want to read 5 books, that is doing. So I want to read 5 books, that is a desire, so that comes into doing. But if I say I want to become a reader, so then that is a reader. So then what qualities comes as readers, then I automatically read 5 books a month, or whatever standard or criteria I have in my mind for that particular identity. So you associate it with your identity, that you want to become this. And ideally the focus should be becoming, so that everything else follows. So be normally in our uh, world and everything, we are conditioned to first focus on have, do, and then be, because then people think, what, how can I have this lifestyle, then what do I need to do? I need to do this particular degree, like I need to do engineering, I need to do a particular some set of things, like isko bahut scope hai, type these many things, so that I can be happy, for example. So it should be ideally the other way around. It should be like, I want to be this. So then what? How can I achieve? So what should I do for that? So that I can have anything, or all the things eventually any which ways. So this is what I have heard and I understand.
right. So yeah. And if you whenever you do such activities, if you see that something is most appealing, just earmark that, just mark it round, or just star mark it, so that you understand that these are the highest priorities that you have. These are should haves kind of thing. Okay, fine. So can we move on to the next exercise, or anyone has anything to add, discuss?
Yes, we can
We
move to
can.
next.
Yeah. So exercise 2, long-term vision. It's time to commit and to construct a vision of your life 5, 10, 15 or more years into the future. As you do this, pull from your have, do, be list. As other things occur to you as important, include them as well. Be bold, be courageous, create a life vision that inspires you and fulfills your purpose. There are no right or wrong answers. This is life you deeply desire. Build your long-term vision below. Right? You have to just fill in that. And the next step is to craft your 3-year vision in 2 parts, 1 part for your personal objectives and 1 part for your professional objectives. Your 3-year vision represents a stake in the ground for you. It is time bound and more specific than your longer term vision. It represents progress toward your long term vision, and it defines what greatness looks like for you 3 years from today. It may include elements of your long term vision, and it may have elements that are not fleshed out there. So another 2-3 minutes we can give.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just look back on the have to be list, right? And just craft a long-term vision and then cut short it to a 3-year vision, which is more, which is the immediate, almost immediate thing that you could see you doing, walking towards the long-term vision. One more minute. Okay, so can we move on? Any questions, any suggestions? Any experience sharing?
So, for me, I think the 3-year plan has to be quantified as well, right? So I quantified the
It's
results, the outcomes
not
that I
necessarily to be quantified, but yes, if you have 3-year we can quantify it. That gives much more better clarity. Yes, that is better. Yeah. Okay, so we'll resume, right?
Yeah.
Exercise 3A, 3-year personal vision. Now that you have started thinking about the possibilities in your life, let's get specific. In the box below, first enter your age, 3 years from today. Time is passing. Next, determine what you want your personal life to be like in 3 years. Consider the following areas and any others that may come to mind: spouse, family, health, spiritual, social, financial, intellectual, emotional, lifestyle. 3-year personal vision with the age. So again, 3-4 minutes will take.
No, I think what we can do, Maniselvi, now we can brush through this because for me personally, the earlier part is not fully finished
Okay.
to come to this.
So I'll just
But
read
we'll go with collective calling, like just ask others.
No, that is fine. But this is also about 3-year vision only. So I'll complete this 3B part and then we can check how people want to go about. Yeah. So exercise 3B, 3-year business vision. Now that you have some clarity on what you want on your personal life to look like in 3 years, let's take a look at your professional vision. Your career or business vision should align and enable your life vision. Your professional vision should financially fund your life vision, and it should provide the desired outcome of free time. I'll just repeat. Your career or business vision should align and enable your life vision. Your professional vision should financially fund your life vision, and it should provide the desired amount of free time. Further, your career should be enjoyable and rewarding in itself. The areas you focus on and the work you choose to do should be chosen to best support your life vision. So basically, they are upholding the life vision, which is actually percolating down into your professional and personal life. And also the money matters is also balanced through your professional vision. Consider the following question, right? What is your ideal profession? If you are an entrepreneur, what areas do you excel in? What value do you create and what difference do you make? Where will you feel most fulfilled? What will your income be? How much time off will you have? What position or role will you be playing? Will you lead others? What will your team look like? Then there are some other things. If you are an entrepreneur, then these are the questions that are coming. What space will you operate out of? Will you have multiple locations? What is your target market? What is your ideal client profile? What is your value offer? How many clients will you have in profile? What is your service model? How will you market? Will you be referral based? So there can be some additional questions you can add here based on the goal that you have or vision that you have. 3-year business vision. For those of you in annualized organizations or those with important annual personal objectives, an additional helpful step is to determine your 12-month vision. It often helps to view your annual objectives as a vision for 12-week years from today. Your 12-month vision should define the progress needed to be on track with your 3-year vision, and it should describe what greatness looks like for you 12 months from today. Right. So, business vision has to be clear, personal vision has to be clear, and this interlink between personal vision, professional vision, and free time, having a free time. Of course, career, we would have already been in careers, and the point that here is coming out is if it is aligned, it is more rewarding and enjoyable. If it is not aligned, then see how you can make changes to align it with your life vision. Yeah. Yeah. Any questions, any points to discuss here?
No, I like that approach of first going with your personal life and then that particular line which said your professional vision should fund your personal vision, and also the highlight about the free time, because we see this, right? Like many people who are very well accomplished professionally have very little family or freedom as such. So this actually gives us a lot of clarity around how we ideally want it to be.
Right. So we'll take 2 minutes just to think on this. Any questions arises, and then we'll move on.
Should I play the music? Was it helpful?
Yeah, it was
Or
nice.
was it disturbing?
No, it was nice.
Okay, I'll make it a little softer this time.
Okay. Any questions? Anything to share? Do we move on?
Yes, we can move on.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Okay. See, it might, for me, it took 2 and 4 from the broad vision that we have, then percolated down and coming to a 3-year vision, too much of back and forth work. Again, from the vision to the goal, lot of rework and back and forth work will happen. So you'll have to just be patient enough to, do that. And this requires time that we take specifically for sitting and writing this.
Yeah, I agree.
And these activities should actually be, don't think too much about it, just let the pen flow, that's how it should be done, so that you understand whatever is coming in your mind when you put it into the paper, then you will see clarity how to link that, and that will really require some separate time that you will have to make for actually working out this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Exercise 4, 12-month vision. This is optional, they have mentioned. What will your personal and professional life look like at the end of the next 12 months? So I think they have put it any which ways, because normally we always think in a 12-month period. Rather than the vision, we look more from a goals perspective there. Okay. So professional life look like at the end of the next 12 months. Identify where you need to be to stay on track with your 3-year and long-term vision below. So this is where we have to streamline that overall vision, cut to 3-year and cut to 12 months. Right? So we are working backwards towards coming to our 12-week year goal. Yeah. Common vision pitfalls. Don't let these 3 common vision pitfalls derail your achievement. Pitfall 1, not taking the power of vision seriously. Some people, especially type A's, think that vision is fluff. Those who think about vision this way tend to leap past the question of purpose and dive into action. The problem is that when the going gets difficult, it is harder to stay committed to the work in the long run, because there is no compelling reason, no persuasive why the behaviors associated with this pitfall are not keeping your vision in front of you, not aligning your plans with it, and not remembering what is in it. Pitfall 2, not making your vision meaningful to you. Sometimes we are superficial in crafting our vision. We capture what we think we want, or we capture what we think we are supposed to want, rather than capturing what is meaningful to us. Visioning takes time. Keep working on it until you have an emotional connection to it. Making your vision too small. A small vision doesn't call on your best efforts. You don't have to reach and you don't sacrifice your comfort. A small vision might be achievable, but you leave your best undelivered. To be most effective, your vision should make you feel uncomfortable. It should challenge you into doing things differently and doing different things. You have crafted your vision at this point and checked it to avoid making those common mistakes. Here are 4 important action steps to take to make your vision even more powerful. Action 1. Share it with others. By sharing your vision, you become committed to it. When you tell someone who is important to you what you want in life, you often feel more responsibility to act. Stay in touch. Action 2. Stay in touch with your vision. Print it out or make a copy and keep it with you. Review each morning. Update it every time that you discover ways to make it more vivid and meaningful to you. We suggest creating a 12-week year vision and commitment card. I think this link will lead you to a format for that card. Action 3.
Can you just go have a look? Possible?
I'll just check. I'll just finish reading this. Action 3. Connect your vision to your daily actions. Each day is an opportunity to either make progress or your vision or to tread water. If you work from a plan that is aligned with your vision, you can be sure that you are acting on the most important things every day. So, one is tell everyone, whoever is important to you, so that that commitment is built. Make it, connect with your vision daily and be intentional. Each day is an opportunity to either make progress on your vision or to tread water. If you work from a plan that is aligned with your vision, you can be sure that you are acting on the most important things every day. Be intentional. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on the progress that you made today. Did it move you forward, or was it filled with activity that wasn't related to your vision? Resolve to be intentional to make progress on your vision. What action will you take tomorrow? Now, armed with your vision for inspiration, it is time to begin the exciting process of creating your roadmap to the future of your dreams, your 12-week year plan. Yeah. So, Mansi, to share earlier, whenever I have tried to do this, it goes to a page, it asks for login, login rather, it asks for the names and
Oh, okay.
details. I'll try putting
No
that.
problem. Yeah. No problem. Then we'll do it on our own. We'll just look for it.
No, what happens is then it asks for, if you actually are interested, then it asks for whether you want to register. Or you will have to give your email ID and they will send you format, which I have not tried. So they either ask you to enroll for their course, or if you don't want, still, you can give your email ID and then that sheet will come to you.
Then maybe we can individually try
Yeah,
it, like by
yeah.
giving our email IDs and all. Yeah,
Yes.
got it, got it.
That's how that page functions. Yeah. Okay. So this is there. So we can prepare our vision cards or vision board or whatever you call it, and see to it how you can link daily. You can paste it somewhere where you can see it and then connect with it. Right? So anyone has to add anything here?
No,
Any
no, this was
questions?
good. This was good. Yeah. So we will stop here, right? Like
Yeah,
it's a
today
new
we will
chapter.
stop here. And to tell you, these questions are very relevant. What is your ideal
Yeah.
profession? What areas do you excel in? So this also, if you see many different, I think you will see videos on YouTube also on purpose of life. If you see how to find the purpose of life. So initially they will say, see what you are good at, what people, like what you do, all those. So basically they are trying to bring out what you can contribute well. What are you actually already doing well? There is some capability you can gradually build also. That can be part of your vision, no doubt. But what you are already good at, but we have not explored. Say, for example, you write well, but you have not explored writing more, or so this can be also taken as a chance to actually understand yourself better and then try to work on your strengths, because generally we focus on weakness. We try to work on the weakness to make it normal, right? and maybe turn into a strength. But we'll also have to focus what strength we already carry and how actually we can make use of that further to leverage it, right? So that one point I remembered, because when I was doing, these kind of, broader analysis also help us to understand what actually, what vision we can build for our life. Yeah. Yes. So anything else anybody wants to ask, or we can call it a day today?
Yeah, I think we're good. And just one curious question, like uh, this 12-month we have to think, and then we again have to come to the 12-week plan, right? Like it's like
Yes,
almost one
yes.
quarter of
See,
the month.
yeah. So basically, now so far how we have thought, we were used to think is, say for we plan for 12 months. पूरा 12 months का plan बन जाता था. First quarter you're clear as to what you have to do. So we'll break it again down to months only. That's how I used to plan, and then it so used to happen that when 12-month plan will be separate, and I actually focus on a quarter or a month only. So basically, we'll have to drill down to the what is the next 3 months, what you are going to do. We'll have to bring that focus there, basically.
Yeah, I think this is just a strategy that the author is calling 12-week year, is basically
Yes.
when you think of it that way, like it's like a reframe. So
Yeah.
when we think of it that way, then we become more focused. And
Yes.
we start counting on every week and every day eventually. Otherwise, the method remains the same, I feel.
Yes, method will remain the same, but also it will bring into focus what is most important of the 10 things we have already taken. Say, for example, I have taken multiple goals, right? For a year, I will take many goals. I'll not restrict it to 2 or 3. But in this 12-week year plan, what they're suggesting is you focus specifically on your high priorities, on which you have to work on. And even in the steps that they have said, for each goal, say there are so many steps, you focus on the key steps that will make you reach the goal faster, those key steps. So they are trying to drill it further down. Generally, when you plan it for 12 months, you plan many goals. Second is you give lot of time, buffer time, because the focus is not built when the time is restricted, it is built. So that is what they are using here, basically. And second, the process should be such that, say, for example, if you want to build a skill of writing, so first 3 months should focus on you learning, different ways about it. Maybe second quarter should be more understanding a specific genre. Then the third will be more like, you actually start writing more consistently. And, so it has to actually build. So these are the key two things which I have seen in this model. One is you have to build on the earlier thing. That is, you'll have to stack up the goals. That is one. Second is you have to crunch the time and see what are the most important things that you have to do, because you will be running with almost maybe 10, 12 goals if you see for a 12-month period. And then you'll have to break it to 2 to 3 goals which you were actually work, because that is the, that is how our mind works. We can only focus on maybe one or at the most 3 important tasks or important things that we can target at a time. So that's all thing they have considered to build this model, basically.
Yeah, yeah, very true. Yeah, I what I felt is, Selvi, the first book is more explanatory. Like
Yes.
it's like helping you understand why you should do this and all of that. And the second book is more about doing it. It's like more focused on the implementation part of it.
Yeah. So if you get stuck somewhere, you go back to the book or just follow this book, complete it so that you at least have, the basic thing. Okay, I've understood this, and then you go. What I'm saying is just to save time. If you have time, please, do a comparative. It will only help. No problem. But this standalone, it can help you, because somewhere I think in the preface it is written, even if, it is good that if you would have read that, but standalone also this will work. Right? Anything else? Anybody wants to
Yes,
add
yes.
anything?
Yeah, I agree. No. I'm done. Like I feel
Okay.
this standalone is very effective, but but if reading that will add a
No,
depth to it. Like not now. Like I have been with this session, so I know. I'm just talking in general for others. Like
no,
in
no, no, no.
general,
That is always good because it is better you come from the source document. That is the main document, right? That's the main book from which this is all getting generated. So that will always help you, no doubt. But just to, get started, if you are not getting started anywhere, to get started, let's start with this and then you can build on. Yeah. Okay then. Krishna, you could go further on your planning. Any update on that? Anywhere you got stuck or something?
No, I have prepared my model work week. So of model work week, yeah, I got some clarity. What are my priority goals? It's just two or three goals only. Yeah, I'm working on that. So goals, I've started working on that.
Right.
So
Right.
this
Okay.
12-week year, book has given me more clarity.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So Suman, how about you, Sunita? Anything to add here?
Yes, yes, I have prioritized my goals, and now today I will be working more deep on it and will be fitting into the plan.
Right. I think you have already read this book, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Half
Yeah,
of it I
so
have read.
yeah. So you can give suggestions and you can add whatever you do work basis the book that you have already read. And then you can share that when you come back to
I
me.
was also feeling the same that as we are going through the chapters, if we want to use the source book also, like it is mentioned also in the chapter that you can go to these chapters for deep
Yeah.
detailed study, that we can do by our own.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Because I think this ends up somewhere in 6 or 7 chapters itself. It's not very elaborate as the first one.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you then. We can
thank you,
resume
thank you
tomorrow.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Are you able to take the notes, Maniselvi? Have you tried?
Yeah, I'm just trying. I'm just typing it
So,
only.
so what I do is, just to save time, like just giving you an idea of mine. So what I do is normally, when the discussion is going on, I take the reading notes. So that
Ah,
first prompt, summarize the. So if you have seen, I normally drop the message in the group when the discussion is already going on.
yeah.
And for the discussion, I have to wait till the end, right? So it takes it all, like every participant and all. So for that, I type the message as soon as we are done with the talking, and then it gives it to me in like 1 or 2 more minutes, and then I just close on it. So that's how I follow through. I'm just sharing my this thing. That's just what I have figured out so far. But you are
Right.
free to just try your own prompts, explore it, and it's fun. Like I would insist that you explore it. Like don't stick to what I have shared, but this can help you just getting started. So even if every day you try to make it as a practice, because personally what I felt now, like when we do that, we actually go through it once again, like mentally, and it really helps. So Richa told me she used to do that, and I used to totally feel like it's too much to do, and I used to ignore this. But as I started doing it, I feel it's actually helpful. So just suggesting if you want to.
Yeah. So I've generated 2. I've just sent you also, just for you to have a look how the.
No, don't. Please, I will have a look, but I'm saying feel free. We both can share the summaries together also. Not a problem at all.
No,
Like,
not a problem.
share your
I'm
part,
just
I'll share my
sharing
part.
you just for
Uh-huh.
the way I'm putting the prompt. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just check. Yeah, no problem. Because when Richa, if you have seen the old messages, na, she used to put it in a, she has created a
Template. Yeah.
PPT.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Template.
so she used to put it in a different. So what I would suggest, so this is how I do it, huh? So sometimes now when just reading becomes a little too much, it's a lot, right? So just to make it easy to read, just use highlight somewhere, just maybe align it somewhere, put bullet points. That's how I do it, and that helps because since we are not dropping it in a template or anything as such, like Richa used to do it proper, organized way, that helps because especially if you see the first message that you've shared, it's still readable, but if you see the second message, it's too much and it's difficult to identify. But yes, you have done it right. I just extra work what I do is
Yeah.
after
Yeah. I
this I
understood. You
paste it
have
in
to
the,
edit certain things. Yeah.
yeah,
Now I
yeah,
got it.
whatever, like that's my style of doing it. You
Mm-hmm.
will obviously come up with your own style of doing it. I'm just sharing, but yes, you have understood it. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So now I will just highlight the names in here, and I'll just make like little bit of spacing as I read through. I'll see where I need to give some space, where I need to put some bullets. I'll just put it and then I send it through. So that
Yeah.
makes easy for the reader to get the essence of what we're trying to share.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll just share one thing. Like, see, I'll just right away I'll share something on you with personal. I'm just taking. So I'll share it with the prompt. Okay. So today I just tweaked the prompt because I thought we also did this thing, na? Like introspection and writing part. So I just wanted to see if the AI covers that too. So I just tweaked the prompt, and that's how I have like this and in this I got the AI this thing, but they have not mentioned any names as such. So now I'm giving the second prompt as to please suggest by names because I need to put names. Like I feel that's good, na? Like whatever. Somewhere
Mm-hmm.
he's put names, somewhere is missed out. In this was the original share, okay?
Okay.
That I received after the prompt. If you, I think you have. Okay, I think the prompt got missed in this. So the prompt, I'll read it out to you. Okay. The prompt was. I just tweaked it. Summarize the shares, discussion, and all that was covered in the later part after the reading. So basically, I just type whatever comes to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm again giving a prompt again. Summarize the shares by every individual. Like I have seen that this helps us get the names
Yes.
if we want names, yeah. And I feel when we share in the group, that feels like people also feel a little connection na, when their names are there. And this is what I know. And others also who might be reading might be able to relate better. That's why I feel like let's put the names. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's the only thing. So now this is what I'll be getting after that. Let's see what I'm getting, and then I'll maybe like tweak both of them together and then share something, or maybe I don't know what I'll do. I'll just check, read it, and accordingly whatever comes to my mind, I'll just do and share. So just sharing with you so that you
Yeah.
know the difference and how it
Yeah. Yeah.
so you can figure out something beyond this now. So this is
Right.
something that will help you like take a step forward easily, and then now you can maybe go in depth after this. Like this is my style of doing it. Richa had
Yeah,
her
but
own style.
actually, what I was wondering is if somebody could just keep track of these summaries itself, they don't have to actually read the book much. Unless and until,
Yeah. So
I
that
know.
was the idea of Richa's this thing actually. Richa
Mm,
wanted to do that only. So you know Richa, right? Like she's the one. She's based in Austin, and she joins us normally for the morning sessions because she cannot join in the afternoon time.
mm,
So she has been pretty regular, like and connected to us since for many books as such. So she's there normally. So what she had done, like the idea behind her, or maybe even when Rajesh took lead, they put a summary in a PPT file so that
mm,
it stays as a summary, as an
mm,
entire summary of the whole sessions and everything. And then we were not recording now.
mm,
So that became as a as something that added on to as a value. But what happened, like personally for me, I wanted to do it that way only, but somehow she couldn't find time and I couldn't find time, and we both couldn't connect, and she wanted to show me how to put it in the summary, in the PPT. So I couldn't figure that out yet. Like basically I will have to put some effort and do it. But in Canva or whatever I tried, na, like this copy pasting was not working that easily, effortlessly. So just I started like because we were not having summaries at all, I just started putting it out in the group as it is. And that's all how is this going on for now. But ideally, yes, ideally we can actually, if we can even go back to the messages and pull them out and put them in a document, that will be very, very helpful.
Right.
So we can do it for this book. Like let's start now. Like since
Yeah.
we're discussing this, for
Yeah.
this book,
Now
right from today
putting
we'll
it in
start.
a Word
Yeah.
document. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see how it looks and how it feels like. Let's see.
Maybe somebody could put it in an AI and generate a PPT out of it.
Yeah,
Try
yeah, that's a
doing
great
that.
idea. Yeah, so
And
I
then
told you now, like this is where I what I have figured out. Now you take it to next level as per you. So yeah, even I'll do that. Let even I'll give it a try now. So yeah, thank you for that idea. But yeah, let's do it, right? It will be so nice. And at the end of the like on the final day when we finish the book, or maybe a day later, we can share that as a PPT, as
Right.
what all we did throughout the journey. It will track the journey of our whole reading experience as such. That
Right.
will be nice. Let's do that. Yeah, this book will do it.
Okay.
We'll do this like this two books. This book will start from today. Like we'll start putting, like you are already putting it in a document now. And
Yeah.
then earlier books also we have, I think, except yesterday's, we have all the shares now. So we can just pull them out and see what we can, how we can put it together and what we can do with them.
Yeah.
And then at the end of all this, this book is also over and all that, we'll share it in the group as a memory or whatever.
Right.
ठीक है
Okay.
चलेगा. Thank you dear, thank you so much.
Okay.
Take care.